chair of Pastoral Council. The council has committed to making an annual State of the Parish report. This is our first time we're doing this. Sacred Heart Parish is a generous and active parish. We are centered on the Eucharist and have a strong faith formation team. We also have very significant challenge before us. Let me start briefly speaking about the Pastoral Council. Many of you may not know what the council's job entails. We help plan for the future of the parish by reviewing, evaluating, and making changes as circumstances evolve. Our parish is first and foremost on our minds, along with growing in faith, expanding our parish in a safe environment. How are we doing financially? Sacred Heart finances are in good shape for the 2018 and 2019 year. Sacred Heart currently has $86,337,000 in unrestricted funds. We have $339,339 in the remodel new church fund, and $46,017 on the improvement fund and maintenance and capital improvements. Parish operating income was $22,149, more than parish expenses last year. That is good. How are our plans for the future parish building going? They are still in progress. In 2015, a parish exploratory committee evaluated our now 84-year-old physical compass. They listed serious issues back then. In June of 2018, the Pastoral Council surveyed parishioners. 81% reported they want to begin to design the plans and to build the new facilities, either on-site or elsewhere. A building committee was formed last year. The committee spent the past year working at property and looking for property around town and near our church. It has been unable to purchase land next to the church. They did find available land north of Orion Road and are in the process of negotiations to put down earnest money. And then hire a firm to do a feasibility study of the land. The study will show whether the land is suitable to build on and about how much it might cost. The time frame of the study will be 120 days to 180 days. At the same time, the committee will hire an engineering firm to find out whether our current church and any of the rest of the buildings can be saved and renovated for a reasonable price. The money from our upcoming auction will help pay for the two studies, for the new land and for the current building. As soon as the studies are completed, we will hold an all-parish meeting to present the results and begin to decide how to move forward. Liturgical life at Sacred Heart is very healthy. We added a monthly youth mass and a third Sunday liturgy. The youth requested a period of Eucharistic adoration, especially for them. We will work with them to provide the liturgy. Last January, we hosted the Interfaith celebration of Martin Luther King Day. This was enthusiastically received. We look forward to expanding our ecumenical involvement. Has attendance in Mass grown? Mass attendance has was relatively stable over the last decade. Sometimes up, sometimes down, but overall steady. Many parishioners have expressed concern about Catholics they know that do not attend Mass. This is a reality we need to continue addressing. How are we growing our faith? We have a strong faith formation program for children, and our youth group is thriving. However, many parents have expressed concerns about how to hand faith over to their children. We need to increase the ability to assist parents. The RCIA process is back in our parish. 9 people were received into the church at Easter Vigil this year. 4 adults are in the program this fall. We are reaching out to young adults with theology on tap and social activities. For all adults we have Disciples in Dialogue, various Catholic education series, a men's prayer group, and a women's Bible study. How are we reaching out to the community and beyond? Our Caritas committee restarted last year. It reaches charities and gives away a percentage of the parish income. The Precarers group, which helps families with babies and young children, is fairly new. Our St. Francis Guild does direct service to the poor. The Eucharistic Outreach ministers visit Bishop Place, Regency, Avalon, and the Homebound each Sunday, and Mass is celebrated at Bishop Place on the first Friday of each month. We invite community members to a neighborhood barbecue and Oktoberfest, the Knights of Columbus, the Catholic Daughters, Helping Hands, the Social Justice Ministry, Family Promise, the LGBT Catholic Outreach Potluck, and Lenten Festival booth, all reach out beyond the parish. How are we increasing the safety and security of our parish? Last spring, a committee formed. They are working on improving first aid kits and classroom safety, upgrading fire extinguishers, and implementing emergency planning. There is a significant list of things still to be done. What changes have been made in the church itself? The church is now open 24/7. Security cameras are in place, and sound system has been upgraded. There is a TV in the annex for viewing the Mass, and the parking lot has been sealed. I should say it's patched. It's not really sealed. Soon we hope to add a hearing assistance system to the church. Volunteers are an essential part of our community. At this time, we would like to thank all the volunteers who helped in any way, shape, or form with so many activities that we have during the year. How can we improve in the future? One of our goals is to reach out to those who are alienated by the sex scandal. If you or someone you know would like to talk about the issue, Father Steve would love to have a cup of coffee with you. A further area of needed improvement is hospitality. We are always trying to help new members feel welcome, and we are committed to finding new ways to improve this outreach. Many years ago, others had a vision. They built a church, not just for themselves, but so all of us would have a place to gather as a community and to practice our religion. It is now time for us to create a new vision. not just for ourselves, but for the future. And with that, I will conclude. And if you have any questions, I'll be down in the social hall after Mass.